We've made it. Here we are in Markenfield. As from now, Granville is no more. Well, at least it will be no more in terms of video blogs. So what do I have to report to you this week? Well, as you can see, completion took place on Thursday the 9th, and I was able to get the keys at lunchtime and from the estate agents, and bit by bit we've been moving in. My sister, my mum and my dad took me over the first night, and then the second night my sister Tiffany visited, and then the night after that we did a major move with little bits. And then my sister Rosie popped round on Sunday, and my nan has come round today. Now, the work begins here. Tonight we want to get all these walls cleaned, and the curtains are going up, because we did the curtain shop on the Saturday, the curtain pole chopping on the Sunday, and we're sticking them up today. It's all hands on deck. My nan has also arranged for the birdman. I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups. For the birdman to come around and have a look at the aviary. Now, that didn't go quite as well as it could have done, because they didn't have the name and address or telephone number of the actual carpenter. So my nan is phoning back this evening in the hopes of getting it. If we haven't got it by the end of today, we're going to have to go for somebody else, because we haven't got time to follow this up, basically. But all being well, she should have the name and address and telephone number. I am so sorry. It's all the excitement. As you can see behind me is my best. You can't see it very well, but this is the major attraction. And that's that you can see the staircase there, the spiral staircase, which I absolutely adore. The other thing which I like is sliding doors. Now you can't see the sliding doors, but you might be able to hear it. Oh, I think you could see it. No, maybe not, I don't know. But that's a sliding door through to the kitchen there. So, I'm going to shift all this over and start the way I mean to go on by cleaning the walls. My parents hopefully will be back to help me. You know, I couldn't really have done this without a lot of support. Really, my parents sort of funding the initial deposit is something that I would never have been able to do on my own. And it was quite a substantial amount of money as well. And you know, it's difficult because I don't really know how to say thank you. I'm not used to people spending a very large sum of money on me. Not when you're talking about thousands, not when you're talking about the deposit for a house. That is huge, and I don't want to feel guilty about it, and I sort of don't, but every so often I just think, God, you know, how lucky am I that I've had parents who have had the forethought to be generating funds like that for years to provide me with something like this. The other people who have been major supports to me are some of the people at work. A lot of people from work live around here, and they've gone past this house, maybe to or fro to work or wherever, and they've told me things like, you know, my signpost, my for sale sign has blown over, or my for sale sign has gone, or I got a for sale sign. You know, there have been people that have, from afar, taken a watchful eye over this place in the last 4 months as we were going through the stages of actually buying it. The other people who have been major help is, again, someone at work who, as a parent, is going through the same sort of situation as my parents at the same time. So it was interesting because I was able to talk to this person from a parental perspective, whilst also having my own, and it was good because we could sort of talk about what to do with the lawyers and stuff like that. We kept each other updated. So, you know, basically I've had a lot of support. People who know me well will also know that I am, I wouldn't say religious, but I am spiritual, and I do strongly believe that a lot of things to do with this house have just fallen into place as if they were supposed to be. I mean, I've spoken about them over the course of the buying process, but things like, for example, signing off on the mortgage the day after Advent Sunday, and of course we'll finish this process of leaving Granville and moving in the day before Shrove Tuesday. It's just interesting how long it's taken, and the turns and the twists, and I think this was meant to be. Now, you may think that's stupid. I don't really care, but there we are. That's what I think. So yes, I do honestly believe that God has had a hand in me getting this place, and hopefully He's going to have a hand in me sorting it out to make it fantastic as well. So there we are. Can't really think of anything else to say. The first live broadcast from Markenfield, oh yes, I shall be going offline next weekend. So next week's blog will be very, very late in being uploaded. I suppose I better actually get on and do something before my parents write back and say, "Why haven't you started the cleaning?" These little chaps here are fighting. Now, he's very, very disorientated, this little one here. He actually fell out of a nest above the window on the second floor up, and they're all play fighting, and I don't know if he's actually hurt or just a bit stunned or what. You'll probably see it in a minute. These are not very old, these little things. I think they're about a year old. I think these are last year's babies that I actually saw sort of not hatch, but I saw them try to fly. And there we are, you see. I believe they're play fighting. I had no idea that's something that sparrows do. They're all in the bushes out there at the moment. They may well come back. The thing is that they're so quick. It's getting impossible for me to actually film it like I'd like to do. But a few minutes ago there were about 8 of them on here, and they were all sort of mauling each other. I mean, like a cat would, except that rather than it just be sort of like 2 cats rolling over each other, these were like flying at the same time. It was very strange. I don't know if they will do it again today. If they do, I'll try and get a sort of snap of it. But these sparrows have lived in this area for about 3 or 4 years now, and every spring they return. They returned, in fact, earlier this week. During this week they returned, all 40, 50 odd of them, and they basically live in rafters along this side of the road. So some of them are above here, next house, and they flock. They will be a little bit upset because there's a tree that used to be huge up here that has since been chopped down, and they used to flock in that tree. So I don't know if they'll actually start flocking towards the other houses or not, because there's like 2 nice little spaces there for them to flock. But anyway, we'll have to see. We'll have to see.